for the week of April 22nd, 2024. Hello, my Saggies. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. So far, I'm doing good. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. I only need, let me see, 58 more people. I'm still doing the $20 email reading, so if you want a general because you have like a lot of questions on your mind and you want to see what the cards or your astrology comes up with, then check it out. I'm going to start them on I will be accepting email readings tomorrow, and also, but when I start the general email readings, the general email readings are going to start for the month of May because it's April 22nd, so we're kind of like almost out of April, alrighty? So that's why I want to do it that way, alright? Show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. So anyways, so on the 22nd, some people in your life, you can be trying to figure you out, or other people may want you to be open and vulnerable and you can't, or someone some of you can come across like a cat or a Sour Patch Kid. You can be needy one second and revealing, but then all of a sudden you'll close off and be less vulnerable. So other people can find you very confusing in regards to your emotional self. You can come across really playful and bantering and throwing dirty jokes like the rest of us, but then when someone else does it around you, you can all of a sudden get offended and buck up for no reason and all of a sudden get defensive. And you can be rubbing other people the wrong way. Love relationships can suffer because your refusal to be vulnerable to other people, or this could be your trust issues coming out when it comes to your relationship. And you start to withdraw and be very secretive because you don't trust this person and you don't trust what this person is or has to say to you. So you're not trying to be open and vulnerable to this person. You could be very secretive and keeping to yourself, or you could be jealous or whatever because you're assuming things that are happening when they're really not happening. So don't go assuming. Try to be about the facts. This is not the easiest time for you getting along with other people. For some of you, the 12th house is semi-squaring the north node, so you could have issues with friends at this time, or people pleasing with other people at this time, or you're not trying to people please with other people, and this could be like you like not having like a lot of control issues at this time. So it's not the best time for you socially. On the 23rd, the full moon in Scorpio at 7:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is in your 12th house of subconscious, self-undoing, doctors, psychiatrists, institutions, imprisonment. Okay, so for some of you here, you could be fighting with women in your life at this time. You could have some karma coming up. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Hi, the Anything channel. You could be fighting with the women in your life. Hi, Saba. Especially live-in relationships can suffer. You do have Pluto in Aquarius now in your 3rd house, squaring your 12th house. So you could be really getting into it with family at this time. You may have karma with certain family members. You could be fighting with siblings. You could be on the verge of getting a divorce with your partner. Also, children could be a handful at this time. For some of you, you could be definitely fighting with mother on this day with this energy, and this could be an emotionally troubling time for you. Be careful of compulsive, addictive behavior. May be difficult for you to control. You may be suffering from withdrawal. You can also be going into hermit mode, and you can you cannot be, you don't want to be all up in your feelings with this energy. Ohio. You don't want to be all up in your feelings with this energy. You could also be dealing with your insecurities that could be coming up. Pluto squaring the moon, you're suppressing your emotions, and you're not being vulnerable to other people, and you're not telling other people what's wrong with you, and you can feel lethargic with this energy. This would be a great time to relax and give the brain something else to do, or focus on things that bring you happiness. Your emotional walls are going up at this time, and you're definitely in hermit mode and keeping to yourself. You're not trying to be vulnerable with other people, so you just tend to put your walls up at this time and choose to be silent rather than be vulnerable. Or you may choose to fight with this energy here as well. This is a time of introspection, and for some of you, you could be going through therapy to try to figure yourself out. For others of you, you could be trying to put things into perspective or have conversations with other people that you trust, that one friend that you trust that could be possibly a Taurus or a Scorpio, all right? And they're trying to figure you out on a deeper level. For others of you, you could be testing relationships at this time. You want to figure out other people and what makes them tick. Then on the 24th, you may be the object of somebody's affection at this time. Ooh la la. So somebody could be crushing on you. Others may take notice of your attractiveness. Personal popularity increases. There's much more physical. It's more like a sexual thing. So this could be a great time for Tinder or Grindr or just sex. And there's not necessarily any deep commitment going on here. It's just like a one-night stand. In relationships, there is a balance of give and take so that power struggles do not manifest. Relationships now tend to be physical rather than intellectual. This could be a time of increased artistic creativity. If you attend any social events at this time, it's likely to be more out of your control. It could get wild and crazy on Thursday. You may have a hard time getting your way now. It may seem as others are conspiring to stop you, or you could be very suspicious of others and dealing with your own trust issues at this time. I feel you may also be afraid to express your anger because it may bring out even more difficult circumstances. If you repress your anger and frustration, it could build up and explode. You're anxious to charge ahead, and having constantly put on the brakes can be extremely frustrating for you. The events now will give you an opportunity to reevaluate your progress in work and any adjustments necessary. You may be forced to reorganize your life to accommodate the added responsibilities of these obstacles, and they may show you that you have to completely change your direction. Either you'll find more balance in your workflow by the end of this cycle. Other people seem to oppose you more and may feel that these obstacles are somehow directed to you personally. You're likely to react with anger and resentment, but you may find yourself in situations where you can express this openly and need to watch holding it all inside until some little problem occurs that pushes you to blow your cool. Find healthy outlets now for your frustrations rather than throwing temper tantrums at other people. Physical exercise may be a good outlet, but your higher level of inner stress may cause you to be more careless and accident prone. Try to handle problems as they come and practice patience whenever possible. On the 25th, Mercury goes direct at 8:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, revolving door of people coming in and out of your life. For some of you, you could be having problems with the latest and greatest in technology, or you're not grasping the latest and greatest in technology, or you could be having internet problems, or you could find that you're having computer problems. You will want to express yourself more fully and feel more creative than usual, but be careful not to offend others. You can also be accident prone as well because of your recklessness. So careful with like speeding boats or water boats at this time with this energy, or water toys, because you could be accident prone. You need to cock those brains before you shoot that mouth off. You love to talk, but also you're very truthful now when you're talking. So it's like, for instance, like other people may get real quiet with you when you start talking at this time with this energy, okay? And it could be a situation here where like you talking about something that you heard about, and this other person is basically getting information out of you at this point, and it's gonna cause like a lot of problems, okay? So you may want to get a filter and don't be so reckless with your mouth at this time with this energy here. So also, because you this could also be like gossip, which is going to cause you problems too. So just be careful with your communications and who you talk to at this time. So if you're talking to somebody's girlfriend or another girl, be careful. And it's just like it's gonna be a situation here where it's gonna be like you basically told somebody else like somebody is cheating on you, and the worst part about it, that was the girlfriend that you told, and you didn't know that was the girlfriend. So don't say nothing. If you see another female and they start asking you a bunch of questions, shut the hell up. Be like, I don't know. I don't know who that is. You know, I think that's his cousin or something like that. That's the cousins. You know, just do that. All right. Because I feel like whatever it is that you are saying at this time, now, whatever you're saying at this time, you know, I feel like other people are going to be pulling out receipts. Okay, you're going to get in trouble. On the 26th, I feel like at this time you're not getting your thank you, and you don't feel appreciated by others at this time as well. For some of you, you could be getting into it with people, and somebody could have the last word, and you could just let it affect you throughout the whole entire weekend. So I would be careful with this energy. You're likely to work much harder to get ahead now. Be careful to get enough rest. I feel for some of you, you could be dealing with heart troubles. I feel like for some of you, you could be really overstepping your boundaries with those in authority. You could be ruthless when it comes to getting your way now, or when it comes to controlling certain situations around you, especially with work. I feel like for those of you with 9-to-5 jobs, not the most auspicious time to go controlling your situation or controlling your work. So, in throwing your weight around, because you have your Uranus in your 6th house for one more year. So, and then you have Jupiter about ready to leave on the 25th. So you don't want it to be a situation where you throw your weight around at this time, and then come May or 3 days before the 25th, when Jupiter goes into your 7th house, you don't want it to be a situation where all of a sudden, you know, people are like trying to tell you what to do, or people are looking for excuses to fire you, you know, because you still got Uranus in your 6th house here. So not the easiest time for you for that. Okay, those of you in media and social media, it may not be the easiest time for you to make requests out of other people at this time, or ask for help at this time, because why? You got Pallas in retrograde in Sagittarius for a little bit, and then it goes into your 12th house in Scorpio. Okay, so that could be happening as well. So the first card I come up with is the Two of Wands. This is a time of introspection for some of you here. For some of you, I feel like, you know, this could be a time of reinventing yourself with this energy as well. I feel like for some of you here, this is overcoming certain obstacles in your life. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. This could be money matters, money worries. You could be getting a second or third job at this time with this energy here as well. For some of you, you could be coming up with money-making ideas. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer, is yes. I feel like you're getting what you want by being persistent with this energy here as well, okay? Okay. The Page of Coins, I feel like there's another source of income coming in at this time for you as well with this energy here. I feel for some of you here, this could be your small business picking up. The High Priestess card, trust your intuition. You can be at the right place at the right time, or you could be calling out a situation before it happens. The Five of Swords, you tend to be very secretive at this time and keeping your feelings to yourself. For some of you, you could be crushing on somebody at this time with this energy. For others of you, this is you working on a top secret project. And then for others of you, is whatever blessings you have coming to your way, or people telling you of things that are coming up, I would just keep it to yourself at this time, because nobody's going to be happy about your good, okay? The Devil card, I feel for some of you here that you have somebody that is very sexually attracted to you with this energy. I feel like this is going to end up being like a secret relationship, or a secret love relationship could be happening for some of you here as well. But again, just like the tarot, just like the astrology said, it's going to be more sexual than a love relationship, okay? The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money, so this could be money coming in for some of you here with this energy as well. For others of you, you could be delving more into spirituality. You could be celebrating Pesach this week with this energy as well. The Hermit card, this is a time of introspection with this energy here. I feel like for some of you that you have like that you could be dealing with like self-control. You could be battling your own demons. For some of you, you could be really trying to save your money at this time and really trying to find any excuse not to spend it. You could be very resourceful with your money. For some of you, you could be the family matriarch or patriarch of your family as well with this energy. The Nine of Wands, I feel you could be dealing with fears or emotional hangups during this time period, or you could be dealing with your own insecurities at this time. For some of you, you're very cautious into moving into anything new at this time with this energy. For some of you, you're creating a family business for your family with this energy as well, so this auspicious time with that. For others of you, whatever is coming up with your 8th house with Hades and Coronas is bringing up a lot of emotional wounds that you are not over with, okay? And Pluto in your 3rd house as well. So for some of you here, this is a lot of like emotional garbage coming up, and this could be like with your live-in relationship at this time, and this is like dealing with like past traumas that you're not over with, okay, and that you need to work through. So your demons could be coming out at this time because they want to be acknowledged, and they want you to acknowledge the pain, and they want you to acknowledge the fact that you're not over the situation and you're not over this pain, and you need to get over this pain, okay? The 4 of Swords, I feel like you have a great level of self-control. I feel you could feel restless for change. You could feel like you're in an oppressive relationship at this time when you're not, okay? For others of you, I feel like you could be taking a sabbatical from work, especially those of you who are 50 and over. You can be for right now, or those of you 40 and over. But I feel like those of you 50 and over, that you're kind of like doing your own you want to do your own thing at this time. So you could be like getting rid of like a lot of stuff. So if you're in, and sometimes Sagittarius after a certain age, like in their 40s, they tend to be more of a participant of life, and so you guys are involved in a lot of things, a lot of groups and organizations. But right now I feel like you could be wanting to spend more time to yourself and wanting to keep more time to yourself. So you could be getting yourself out of a lot of situations that you invested in, and like, I need a break, I need to like not do this anymore for right now, you know, until something else comes along. So you're trying to make more time for yourself to do what you want to do at this time, okay? The Queen of Swords, I feel with this energy here that you can be dealing with a dominating woman at this time, and I feel like you're not getting along with this dominating woman, or this could be like the ex, or you know, you could be fighting with your partner at this time with this energy here, and not really getting along with your partner during this time period as well. For some of you, I feel like this is a time where you're kind of like mastering the self, and you are having like a great level of self-control at this time, or you're becoming more responsible. For some of you, you're working on your health, your emotional health, you're keeping yourself like, you're exercising more, you're making lifestyle change with this energy here. I do feel like you're a bit more of a realist at this time, because Pallas is in retrograde in the sign of Jupiter, not in the sign of Jupiter, in the sign of Sagittarius. So you are feeling a little bit more pessimistic at this time. You could be losing faith consciousness. So you got to touch it, feel it in order to believe it during this time period, okay? Because you're very pessimistic with this energy here. You're kind of like doom and gloom with this energy. For some of you, you're showing off your talents. It's a great time for job interviews with this energy here. For others of you, you may have been keeping some secret talents at work from people because you don't want to be the one responsible for certain things that go wrong at work, especially when it comes to technology, because you may not be getting paid for it. So that's why you kind of like avoid it. The 2 of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the stick. For some of you, you could be buying investment properties. For some of you, you could be investing your money into something. The 6 of Swords talks of traveling coming up. For others of you, you really need to get out of your head. You're really much in your feelings at this time, because Coronas and Hades, again, 8th house, not well aspected. So for some of you, you're very much in your head at this time with this energy here. So whatever is coming up, process it, put it in perspective, and let it go. Some of you could be getting therapy during this time period, which could be very helpful for you with these energies. The 3 of Swords, there's traveling coming up for some of you. For some of you, you could be kicked out of certain organizations, groups, and I feel like, you know, this could also be getting a divorce. And so whoever has to leave your life, let them leave your life at this time with this energy here as well, okay? But I know that you will be missed. Know that, you know, it will be like an end of an era kind of situation. The Fool card, I feel with this energy here, brings about new beginnings for some of you this week as well, and kind of like a blase energy. You may not care that you got kicked out of a situation. I feel like you were over it anyways. For others of you, I see confrontation coming up this week. For others of you, you're very much invested in your head, so stay the hell out of your head. I feel like for others of you, when it comes to relationships, especially love relationships, Again, it's complicated. I feel like you're looking for something sexual. The other person's not looking for something sexual. They're looking for a little bit more seriousness, or vice versa. And I feel like, this can cause complications in this relationship. So I feel like you don't want to commit to a relationship at this time. You just want to date with this energy here, okay? I do see loneliness happening for you as well. For some of you, you could be feeling very lonely at this time. Okay, the Five of Cups, I feel like for some of you here, you're definitely dealing with the past. You're bringing it up, and I feel like, you're not very logical in your way of thinking when it comes to certain hurts, and especially past hurts with this energy here. For some of you, you're dealing with PTSD stuff from, like, family, and you're really, like, not over certain situations that family has done to you, or the lack of family, or what have you. So hi, PJ. So you could be really going through it during this time period when it comes to issues with family at this time, or somebody's rehashing the past and it's very triggering for you. The Strength card, this is your hard work and perseverance paying off during this time period as well. For some of you, you're persevering through no matter what, even though you can't touch it and see it at this time. When it comes to your success, you're just continuous, you're doing the walk. Blah, blah, blah. All right. For some of you here, you need to be careful of other people taking advantage of your kindness at this time with this energy. And again, it could be dealing with work, and somebody could be like giving you their workload at this time with this energy here and taking credit for your work. I feel like for some of you here, expect wrenches to be thrown in your way this week with this energy. Alrighty. I feel like for some of you, like, the family is unhappy. Some of you could be going through a divorce, and everybody's affected by this divorce, and everybody's unhappy about it. Okay. The Ten of Wands, I feel with this energy here, again, taking on other people's responsibilities during this time period. I feel like you need to be careful how much you put on your plate at this time with this energy, okay? Because you could be a bit of a workaholic with this energy, and you just want to keep yourself busy, and you don't want to go home, okay? The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind with this energy, alrighty? I feel like you may have to still, like, continue working at it or chipping away at your goals or whatever it is that you want to do at this time with this energy. For some of you, you may have to get rid of certain things and stop putting stuff on your plate so you could do whatever it is that you want to do at this time. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe for you. Again, not thinking logically about a situation going on in your life at this time, so you're really going through it. The Eight of Coins, you could be a perfectionist when it comes to career. I feel like you're very hard on yourself when it comes to career. You really want something really bad, So if you've been at your job for 10 years or 16, then this is an auspicious time for you. But if you haven't been at your job for 10 years or 16, not so much an auspicious time for you. Okay, so for some of you here, you could go through some career changes at this time. I don't feel like you're going to see the growth that you want to see at the job that you're currently at unless you stay in it for 10 to 16 years. Most of you will just stay in it for 5 years, and after 5 years you don't see nothing. You're going to be like, F this, I'm going to leave. Okay? I feel like for some of you here, working hard without getting where you want to be, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So those of you who have been working at it for 1 year thinking, oh, I'm going to move up, you're not. You got to give it 10 years and then you'll move up. So you really got to pay your dues and put the work in with this energy. Okay, so some of you, by the time you reach 40, you're probably going to do this and just stop and just settle down and stick to one job. Okay, some of you may have stayed at the job for 16 years. You're going to see growth, a lot of things happening for you, alrighty? For some of you, you're married to your job at this time with this energy. The Justice card, major decisions are coming up at this time. For some of you, you could be dealing with court. This is dealing with contracts and litigations at this time with this energy. As I connect with the Justice card, she does not mean this whatsoever, but I'm channeling and I'm hearing new beginnings are coming for you. So the monotony of your routine is definitely going to break during this time period. Okay, so know that change is coming up. I feel like as I connect with this energy, I just want to acknowledge that some of you have been hurting. So I'm acknowledging that. I'm acknowledging that it hasn't been the easiest time for you emotionally. So I'm really acknowledging that. Okay, so I just want you to know that Spirit knows, and Spirit is also acknowledging your heart. Alrighty, even though you don't share it with other people, you keep it to yourself. I feel like for some of you here, you could have a nervous breakdown at work. So quit right? Pushing yourself. All right, the Ace of Cups, I see emotional validation coming to you with this energy. I feel like you could be calling a situation before it happens with this energy, or somebody could be validating your feelings about a situation that you thought was true. Some of you, this could be dealing with a crush, and you may have felt like you two were meant to date with each other, you two were meant to see each other, whatever, and it could turn out to be really, really true. And like this person could be very reciprocated of the energy, and it's like, oh, I knew it, you know. And it's kind of like that kind of situation. The Star card, manifesting what you want at this time with this energy here as well. And the Ace of Wands, taking creative risk with this energy here. I feel like for some of you, recognition is coming to you this week. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share.